This can be tough even for a secure person because guess what? They have emotions too. They experience anxiety just like everyone else. But how do they respond when an avoidant pulls away? So, if you're new here, there's four main attachment styles, and today we're talking about the secure attachment style. Now, someone with a secure attachment style, this person is pretty secure with themselves. They usually have secure relationships because they know what they value in a relationship. They know what their standards are, what their boundaries are, and they have a strong sense of self-esteem that comes from within. So they are not defined by their relationships. They are defined by that self-esteem that comes from within. Now, what happens is with a dismissive avoidant, someone with avoidant tendencies, is they are not sure about what they want in their relationships because they struggle between wanting intimacy but fearing the vulnerability that intimacy requires. So, with healthy communication comes vulnerability, and this is why avoidants struggle to communicate because they are terrified by vulnerability. So, they struggle to communicate what they want, what their feelings are, what their needs are. And this can throw anybody off, okay? When your partner shuts down, when they withdraw communication, this can really throw you off, okay? Because you're wondering why, and you're seeking resolution. And this can really trigger someone with an anxious attachment style, someone who is an anxious preoccupied, because they will try to close that distance. They'll try to close that gap. And I feel for anyone caught up in this situation when a dismissive avoidant partner starts pulling away. Because look, what do adults do? Okay, what do healthy, mature adults do when there is any conflict or confusion in a relationship or in a partnership? They find a way to talk it through together, even the hard stuff. Okay, and they do it with respect and safety for each other's feelings. But you need to know this. Okay, you need to know this. Often, what happens is a grown adult can still have an underdeveloped nervous system. They can still have a nervous system, the nervous system of a child. I don't mean that as an insult at all. No, it's not anybody's fault. What happens is their nervous system is still in this survival state because of their upbringing. Perhaps they had a chaotic or unpredictable childhood. Or this can also be caused from traumas from past relationships, and their nervous system is just stuck in this survival mode. So it can be hard for them to communicate. Either they don't communicate enough, or they over communicate to the point where they lack healthy boundaries as far as communicating. And so this applies to the anxious preoccupied. This also applies to the avoidant. This is why these insecure attachment styles are in place, because anyone with an insecure attachment style has an underdeveloped nervous system, and they do not have awareness of it. They don't have the tools in place to respond to their anxieties appropriately. And this is what gives them their insecure behaviors, their insecure attachment style. Now, someone with a secure attachment style, yes, they still have emotions. They still have anxiety. They may even still have an underdeveloped nervous system. But what makes them different is that they have become so aware of their triggers, of their traumas, of their anxieties. And they have trained themselves to not be so quick to react to those triggers, react to that anxiety. They know how to sit with it. They have learned how to self-regulate and separate their decision making from those anxieties. So when an avoidant pulls away, when a dismissive avoidant partner pulls away, a secure person will pick up on it. Okay, they may feel anxious themselves. Yeah, they may feel nervous. They may feel some anxieties, but they won't let that anxiety take a hold of them. And that can be one of the most challenging things in life. Is learning how to sit with your anxiety and not letting it consume you and take a hold of you. But a secure person knows how to do this, and they do it with grace. Okay, they will be direct as far as addressing any issues in a relationship, addressing when an avoidant pulls away. What they won't do is pretend like everything is normal. So an avoidant pulls away, they're not going to pretend like everything's normal. Usually, an anxious preoccupied will do this when they go into their fawning state. Someone with an anxious preoccupied attachment style. If an avoidant pulls away, they may go into their fawning state and pretend like everything is okay because they don't want to address issues, because they don't want to cause any trouble in the relationship. So they'll kind of just pretend like everything is okay. But no, a secure person will be direct and they will address the confusion. They will address the distance. Okay. It can be something really simple. Like they may tell their partner, hey, I feel the distance between us lately. Is everything okay? And just check in with them. And a secure person will offer some space. They will offer, independence. They'll encourage independence, and they may tell their partner, hey, we should take some space. We should take some time for ourselves. You should spend time with your family, your friends, do your hobbies, etc. And look, it's okay to take space in a relationship, right? But the key is, and this is my advice to avoidance. This is my advice to anybody with avoidant tendencies. It's okay to take space, but the key is to make that known, to communicate that space. So instead of just pulling away, instead of just withdrawing without saying anything, okay, it's much healthier for someone to just directly say, hey, I need a break. Let's reconnect in a few days, or let's reconnect next week, or etc. And I know that can be hard for an avoidant, okay, because it seems so simple to just say it, but it can be hard for an avoidant because that's a form of healthy communication. It requires some vulnerability. But a secure person will create safety for that vulnerability to be received, right? So a secure person will say, hey, it's okay to take space. You can tell me these things, right? So they may sense an avoidant pulling away, and a secure person will say, hey, it's okay if we need some space, okay? And it's okay to tell me these things. Tell me what space looks like for you, and have that conversation, right? Because space looks different for everyone. What does space look like in your relationship? What does space look like for your partner? And talk about that, define that, and it's going to be much healthier for the relationship. But if an avoidant doesn't come around, okay, if they continue to pull away, if they continue to grow distant, if they continue to withhold communication, a secure person will hold their boundaries, okay? They have their own standards for what they require in a relationship. They know what their values are. And a secure person knows that healthy communication is a need for a healthy relationship. And if that need is not being met, then a secure person, well, they know when it's time to move forward from that relationship. And not out of malice, not out of resentment, but with grace, okay? Does it hurt for a secure person? Yeah, you better believe it hurts. It hurts for anyone. But they know how to move forward with grace. So I hope I brought some good into your life today. If so, please like and subscribe. And let's get the discussion going. What are your thoughts? Have you ever been in a situation like this in your relationship? How did you respond? Are you the secure person, or are you the avoidant? Let's share some stories. And if you think this video might help somebody, please share it with them. And until next time, you take care, and I'll see you in the next video.